Hey everybody, if you've been watching, you probably saw us make some cinnamon rolls just, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or whatever it was. And it got me to thinking, from making them from scratch, I know cinnamon rolls and caramel rolls, there's not much of a difference between the two, except for in the taste. So I've got caramel roll lovers in my family out the wazoo. So we're going to show you how to make caramel rolls the same way we did cinnamon rolls. So far I've taken my crescent rolls out of my package. I pinched the seams together. I put my butter on here, spread it out with butter, sprinkled it with cinnamon sugar. Now there's a different step. On the cinnamon rolls, we put a little extra cinnamon down on it. But I have some finely ground or chopped pecans. And we're going to sprinkle these over this dough instead. And then some of these are also going to go in the bottom of our pan, but we've got one step that makes them caramel rolls instead of cinnamon rolls, and that's what goes in the bottom of the baking pan. And these are just delicious. My little boy, you thought he liked those cinnamon rolls. You should have seen him with the caramel rolls. He's like, oh, Mom, that's the way you got to make them.
There's a big boy that likes them too.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get these rolled up, and I'm not going to cut them yet because I'm going to show you what we need to do to put in the bottom of our pan. But I'm going to load this up with nuts because who doesn't like a pecan? So we're going to try to roll this up here, and of course I'm on wax paper again, and this dough is pretty sticky, but we're going to see if we can make it work. A lot of times once you get her going, it works a little easier. But we're going to try to work smarter, not harder.
I'm a fan of that.
I'm a firm believer in working smarter, not harder. So we're just going to keep flopping her over. And these you're not going to get rolled as tight anyway because you've got the nuts in there. But this flop and roll usually works pretty good. And if this was parchment paper, it'd be working real good. And then more flop. And then I'm going to flop her back this way so I can seal that edge. So, twist this around here so you can see. I already know what I'm doing. It's just this edge. And all we're going to do is just pinch it a little bit. Just to help it seal a little. It just makes it easier when you're getting it in the pan, and it does help them hold together even after they're baked. Okay, and that's good enough for that. We're going to let this here. I'm going to go ahead and cover it up a little bit. And meet me at the stove. Okay, so in this pot we have 4 tablespoons of butter, 2/3 of a cup of packed brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of Karo syrup. And all I'm going to do is stir this around and get this melted. Okay, we don't want to actually cook this in here because then we'll be making caramel here. And we don't want the caramel here, we want it on top of our caramel rolls in the pan. So we're just going to stir this in here until our butter is melted and everything is incorporated. Which doesn't take long. It's actually a little easier if you take your Karo syrup and your butter and you melt it, and then you add your brown sugar into it. Nobody ever accused me of doing things the easy way. Ask me sometime. I'll tell you about the pickle rolls. The pickle roll-ups with the pickle and the cream cheese. Pretty funny. Okay, you guys, so I am about out of floss. So we're going to have to hope that this is long enough. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to cut these just like we did the cinnamon rolls. Put your floss underneath it, cross your strings, and pull. And I'm not going to put these in the pan yet because we need to dump that caramel sauce in here. But I'm going to go ahead and get these cut first. Okay, so we have our oven preheated to 3 1/4. And we're going to dump this mixture, our brown sugar, Karo syrup, and butter. We're going to dump this in this pan just like this. Easy breezy. It's a no-brainer. Easiest thing going. And so delicious. I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I'll tell you what. I do like a caramel roll occasionally. And I've got lots of sweet eaters. Just take this and spread it around in this pan, or you just even her out. And we're going to have lots of caramel dump over the top of these because this pan's a little smaller than a square one. And then we're going to take what's left of our pecans and we're going to sprinkle that over the top of there. And I think I might add some bigger pieces as well. You could do this with other nuts too if you wanted to. Then part of the reason why I like these rolled a little looser is because it gives that caramel somewhere on the bottom. You're going to take this when it comes out of the oven and you're going to turn this upside down as soon as it comes out of the oven. And then it gives that caramel somewhere for it to run into when you've got it wrapped a little looser.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's it. We're going to take these and we're going to put them in the oven at 3 1/4 just until they're done. Looky here. And you guys, I know I said we're going to turn them upside down right away, but there is so much caramel in this pan. We're going to let it go just, I'm going to say 2 minutes. You can't let it go too long or it sets up and you don't get them out. But I don't want all the caramel to just run everywhere. So I'm going to give it about 2 minutes to cool. And then I'm going to put a plate on it and invert it and turn them out. And Gino's going to have a taste.
The smell is incredible.
They're really good. Okay, so we didn't want to let them sit here too long because they'll stick in the pan. So we're going to... Now, you don't have to do this fast like all them idiots that make all the fails, but just, I'm going to look at my handles that are here, and I'm going to center it there, and maybe kind of make sure I'm about centered. We don't want to dump it out. And all at once, just hold it tight, all at once. And center down. And just let it sit here for a second. And if I didn't let it sit too long, we should be good. I just give them a couple of thunks, and I don't know if it does anything at all. I just do it because I think it's doing something, but unless I can see underneath there when I'm doing that, I don't know if it's doing something or not. So I just do it because I do it.
Well, it certainly can't hurt.
That's right. In the moment of truth. Get a hold of my edge. Oh, man. This plate is almost exactly the same size as this pan.
Oh, my.
How's that look?
That looks scrumptious.
That smells amazing.
It does. Look at that. Now, I'm not sure exactly what purpose this taste test is going to be because there's no way this can taste bad. There's just no way. Oh, wow. That is like baker shop perfection. Like you'd get at a professional bakery. And so simple. That's the way we like to do things, easy. And there's nothing that goes better with it than a hot cup of coffee. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Till next time, God bless y'all. Take care.